Welcome, everyone, to the channel.
Always an audio problem. Always something going on with audio.
Look at that. Hey, did we get it figured out
that
before we even came on ourselves?
Well, I hope so.
I don't know.
hope so.
Well, welcome, everybody. Thank you for being here. I am Corey Pratt.
I am Chris Ruck.
And this is Craving Cars Live, our 1 hour weekly laugh fest around car talk, the automotive industry news, and much, much more.
That's right. You know what I just realized? You're awful white.
I'm from Iowa.
That's right. Oh, well, I'll take care of that. Well, you go ahead and,
I'm part Irish.
Do your spill. There you go.
And German. Therefore, there's no choice but paleness.
Well, that could be.
That's just what we do. Hey, first things first. Thank you everybody for joining in and already have added into the chat today. Make sure, hey, at this current moment, hey, share this out to everybody. Do what you got to do. Let's get some people going with this because we got some conversations,
Don't you like
some
stumbling?
verses that we're gonna maybe get into. However, but first things first, we do want to thank the ones that help make this show possible.
Our fans.
Yes, I think I already did the fan part.
Well, yeah, I know. But
Okay, the fans.
They're important.
Actually, they're the reason we're doing the show.
That's right.
But the ones that help make the show possible for us to do for the fans
That's right.
is our sponsors.
That's right. What, do you want to go through those?
Tonight's show is brought to you by our sponsors.
We
We Are Warriors.
That's right.
We've got Ridgeline Motorsports. We got Timely Delivery Service, Kids and Cars. We got Mod Squad. And guess what?
Our newest.
We have our newest sponsor. Thank them absolutely very much. Extremely knowledgeable people in their field of what they do. We want to welcome Uncorked Wine and Spirits.
So excited to have them on
It is a fabulous place, and just so you guys know, they do, yes, have a location.
And one of the owner is an Audi fan, and he has an RS7, which is amazing.
It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's very amazing. Matter of
Pretty
fact,
crazy.
I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing a video on that car.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean, there's
You have to.
there's no doubt.
How could you not?
We're just going to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
I went and saw them last weekend. They're near the highway was 69 and College, so they're just off of that. Technically on, would you pronounce it Schweitzer or Switzer?
I say Schweitzer.
You say Schweitzer?
I think it's German-based, so it's Schweitzer.
Google pronounces it Switzer.
Yeah, well, Google doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, what are you trying to say?
They don't know what they're doing.
Oh, I was just making sure that's what you were trying to say.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's pretty much
Schweitzer. They're a 11140, so 11140 Schweitzer Road in Overland Park.
That's right. And big shout, Kids and Cars. Home U is on the online right with us right now. So big shout to them. You guys need anything from any of our sponsors, please reach out to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Jason with the We Are Warriors has some wonderful apparel.
Yep.
Richland Motorsports has some
He's
wonderful,
been so busy.
wonderful wheels.
We'd love to get him back, but he's been so busy.
Oh yeah. Timely delivery service is just on time.
Yep. Welcome, sir.
Very much so on time.
Timely.
They're very timely.
That's right.
There you go. Thank you, Tim, for all
right.
that too. But
That's
hey, I got to spend a little bit of time out at Uncorked, hung out with Dave. Dave is awesome, and Ian, a couple of the owners.
Yep.
Man, they know their stuff, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
It actually just. I don't even care if you're into drinking that much.
If you have
cool
not been,
knowing.
it's let's call it this way: it's not a liquor store. It is an experience.
There you go.
To buy liquor.
Yeah, they got a big,
Right.
huge walk-in, like
Yeah,
cooler
yeah.
area. Their wine selection is amazing.
You're not going to Quick Trip to buy it.
Yeah, it's a good place. Good place.
Definitely
So,
check them out
Awesome. Glad to have all these people be part of the show. So
for sure.
very cool. All right, here we got. Thank you, everybody. Good evening to everybody. Go Big T. It's Tim.
All right, so here's the conversation.
Wheels.
To be honest, look at me.
Philip.
We decided tonight
Yeah.
we're not going to script anything. We are going to run freestyle.
You know what people are going to think when you say that, though?
Just to show everybody how much we can bounce off each other.
Do you know? Well, you know why you saying that? They're going to feel like all the other shows are scripted.
No, I don't want to be scripted.
I
I
know
like the freestyle part. I know our audience
But
loves
by you
it.
saying this week we're going to go unscripted to show people as if we're ever scripted.
Well, we're probably not.
No, probably not.
Probably not.
It's called. There might be some guidelines that we want to mention.
That's right. That's right.
But other than that, we have some pretty open topics today, though.
We do, actually. Some surprises. You're going to surprise me. I'm going to surprise you. We got major announcements we talked about. At least I promote it a lot. And I'm going to tell you what those are here shortly. But you got to hang around for a little bit because it's pretty big.
Okay. Well, I'm really excited about whatever you have to surprise me with. And I'm really excited about what I can come up with. Within this time of the show to try to surprise you with something that I haven't yet figured it out yet.
That's right.
But maybe we can figure something out.
That's true.
I don't
But
know.
I got to tell you, first off, let's get into just basic. Briggs and Roast, when you went to your latest video that you posted, it blew my mind.
The Adventure Van Expo.
Blew my mind how big that event is. And all the accessories that you can do.
Tons of stuff.
I mean, you take one, I don't care what car you own. There's only certain things you can do with it. In a van, it's basically a shell. And now you can build it any way you want.
There was amazing builds out of all those vans in that thing. And that's actually what was cool about it, is that it was a more van-centric, expo like that, where the other ones... And actually, let me know, guys, do you want to see more of that kind of footage and that stuff? Because we've have a couple different other expos that we've been to that are just overland expos in general that show some amazing vehicles, whether it be, built out Jeeps, vans, trucks, Broncos, I mean, you name it, with some really kick-butt gear that we went over and filmed a whole bunch of stuff. But the car scene kind of went first, so they got pushed aside a little bit. But we have some footage. We can release this stuff. From a couple different expos that we went to, and this one that that's just a van one. I mean, that's really, they did have a couple like trucks with some camper stuff on it, but I mean, for the most part, it was all van stuff. So imagine all the other things out there, because the van part of it, that's just a small like chapter of the overlanding.
But it seemed big. I mean, you counted it. You had like 18. Just of the Mercedes Sprinter vans.
That was just the Storytellers.
Storytellers, 18.
That counts none of the other
companies
or other people's personal Sprinter vans, Transits, or anything like that. There was 18 just in our little camping area. Of nothing but Storyteller Overlanders.
So when you say camping area, what's that look like? So when you got there into the city and into the area, what'd that look like for you?
It was good. It's Evergreen, Colorado is just past Denver. It's like you're barely past Denver and south of Golden.
Broncos.
Sorry, I actually got a story. I got a story about that.
I know you do.
Yeah. And then you get in there. We're not really in the heart or downtown, because the downtown part of Evergreen is actually really, really tiny and small, anyways.
Yeah.
But we drove through there on our way out, just because it was kind of cool to see it.
Yep.
Well, the expo's in one spot. We were literally camping. So one of the pictures I posted on our Instagram is an actual shot of me still sitting in the van, and you can see the whole expo out of the side of my van. That's how close we were parked. And we had a special camping. Storyteller had a booth there, and they brought 4 vans themselves, other people. So inside the expo, there was probably another 8 Storyteller vans in there. 6 to 8 or something there.
Yeah.
And then, but we had a spot on the outside, and we just all got kind of reserved a little bit.
Was that cool?
Extremely. It was very cool.
I find that very cool.
Because we're there for the expo, they
Yeah.
do a lot of events like this. That has nothing to do with the expo. They just a bunch of them that get together and do activities and hang out and camp.
Exactly what we do when we go to Eureka Springs for the German Fest, right? I mean, that's kind of the same deal, where you just take a bunch of owners and hang out for the weekend.
Yeah, basically. Only typically with an overlanding van, they're in the middle of nowhere when they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they're out in the middle of the Rockies somewhere, or they're down south. They took a trip to Baja a couple times.
I saw so much stuff that I thought was like, I want this in my car, and there's no way it's going to fit. But I'm like, can I get it in there?
You can maybe outfit your Jeep, though.
My Jeep, when I get it back in 2 weeks. Thank you for our Auto Beauty Center stepping up and taking care of that. So.
Are you holding your breath?
Well, I'm always holding my breath. It's been moved 4 times. I don't know. It is what it is.
Hey, everybody, put Mr. Ruck in your
that's right. Your prayers, please, in your prayers.
That his
right.
Jeep Commander, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah,
Jeep Commander.
Jeep Commander Hemi 5.7.
All we need to do is make sure it has a 5.7 Hemi. Well, let me phrase it. It had a good 5.7 Hemi. Something went wrong with it after many
the spark
years
plug broke
and miles.
off and dropped down, and it was running. I mean, honestly, it was 138,000 miles, and then the spark plug broke and dropped down.
Okay.
And then toasted the motor. It's a great car.
So really, they were just trying to get that damn Hemi back in the car.
Oh my God, yeah. And I bought a new one.
So I mean,
the
you got a
long
Hemi.
block, everything.
Yeah.
I mean, and now I just need Auto Beauty Center is taking care of it. So thanks to Justin, everybody.
And thank you for Auto Beauty for hosting the show last weekend.
That's right. Let's talk about that a little bit.
We had our Casey. It was a warm one,
Casey Showdown.
It was a warm
Oh
one.
my gosh, it was moist.
and I just
I'm not even gonna call it hot anymore. I'm just gonna say it's moist.
it whatever it was.
It was hot.
Why do we do this? We go out in extreme weather like this,
right?
Fairly often. I mean,
guarantee you.
we were
Look, if I
extremely
showed
rained
you-
out of
if I-
another show,
look,
and we
I'll
were
show
still
you.
trying
if
to
I
shoot.
showed you, I'm burnt from here up. If I showed you my leg, my calf that was in the sun all day, it's baked.
Well, it got to the point where everything was overheating.
Yeah, it's like roasted chicken.
Yeah. And I want to say thank you for everybody who follows Craving
Yeah.
Cars on our live side of things, because we do typically tend to or try to go live on a lot of these shows.
We do.
And we were going live. We were walking around the show to show you the show first hand up, and we got barely over 10 minutes into it, and the equipment just overheated and shut down.
Yeah. If anybody's seen when I DJ, laptop, the whole stand, speakers, I couldn't even touch them to close the lid. It was that hot.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it was on fire.
Yeah.
I tried to grab and move everything over. I couldn't touch the equipment. It was that hot.
Yeah. So we it's kind of stuck because we had live. We had some nice cars there, and we got through like one row.
It was a great car
One
show.
row of cars,
For sure.
and then I was like, oh, we're done.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna be able to start this
Yeah,
back up. I actually had to take the phone and stick it in the fridge in the van.
I'm actually looking forward to the night show on the 12th. I'm actually looking forward to that. So
There's a night show on the 12th.
yeah.
Is this one of those things that I don't know about?
Probably not.
What's going on?
Just pack up the van. Let's go.
No, but yeah, it was a warm one. But we shot some other video. There's some other stuff. I think we're gonna put that out along with. I think I got one of the little Casey Showdown thing I want to throw out there from a previous one as well. Just we have it. Let's do it. Let's share some love. Let's show some cool stuff.
Yep.
And there's other stuff. If you guys are wondering, we did a lot of Geeks for Kids.
We did.
If you're wondering where that's at, we've been working on it. It's just
But we wanted to make sure it was correct.
yeah,
right.
It was a lot of. I mean, it was very months of on and off filming throughout the stage of them building the cars for the kids and stuff up to the delivery day.
I don't think a
we got a lot
5-minute
of
video gives them great content.
5 hours. I think it's gonna be close to 5 hours.
Yeah. That's extreme. I don't know what you're doing, but anything under 5 minutes doesn't do it justice. For as amount of the work that they put in, I hate to do
it'll be a
something
proper
very
size
short.
video. It will. It won't be a short one.
Yeah.
It may not be as long as the Adventure Van video that just got put out, but it's.
Well, that's your passion. I get that.
That was just a big show, and I didn't want to split it up. I just put it on one video, and we showed a lot of stuff. And there actually is already more on that coming out. You guys want to see some cool little van builds? There's some more of that stuff coming out too.
Yep, that's for
already. But if you want to see more of the overlanding type of stuff, definitely comment.
You know
if you're not
that's-
catching this live right now and into our chat, put in the comment below. Is this the kind of stuff you'd like to see more of? Then we'll definitely we'll definitely do it because we like it.
We like it.
Oh yeah. Import versus domestic, always a good show.
Streetcar Takeover is always a big one.
Yeah. How
good friends there.
how about this though?
You know what? I did confirm.
Yeah.
Chicane wants to be on the show just to go over everything. And
it.
because we're getting ready, and that ties into my car, right? So it goes into, we're going to film everything real time in time lapse to show you how an RS5 V8 is rebuilt from scratch.
Okay.
And what goes into it.
Okay.
I'm setting up a camera.
Yeah.
We're just going to capture everything in time lapse.
Right on.
So you'll see that. That'd be kind of cool.
I can dig it.
Yeah. Brad doesn't know it yet, but it is what it is. That's my idea. But speaking of audiences
making
and
plans
large
here.
things, I mean, we got audience waiting outside, just so you know.
Yeah,
I
they're
mean,
probably here to hear about the Nolan Road Cruise. Is probably what they're here
Oh
for.
my gosh, you ready? You ready to go there?
We can go there. Let's do it.
Let's do that. All right, Nolan Road Cruise.
Need some water?
Do you-
Don't you got some over there?
I don't know what I swallowed, but it was something hard.
Oh, it's a bug. Because that way you swallowed it, ain't going to bother me now.
Oh, there you go. There you go. I swallowed it. I'll take that one for the team. But anyway.
Yeah, come on. What you got?
Surprise.
What you got?
You
Nolan
surprised
Road.
me because I don't want to go into my surprises yet.
Okay. I haven't showed a lot of presents at the Nolan Road Cruises this year.
No, but we talked about it.
Talked about it. If we don't got a lot of things possibly going on.
And I hate to think
As
that
much.
we're just chiming in because it's busy, right? And we're late to the scene and we want to chime in. That's not what it is.
I've been through there. I showed the wife, who I want to say thank you to very much, to our spouses for being our biggest supporters. She was kind of curious. She's like, "Is it really that big a deal?" I'm like, "It really is a pretty cool deal. They got a lot of people out there." So we did a quick drive-through and had a couple people yell at me in a friendly way, like, "Hey, it's park over here." I was like, "Nah, we're just going through." Were
you in the Porsche or the van?
Yep.
Okay, both.
No, we were in the Porsche. No, we were in the Porsche. That was a couple weekends ago.
Oh, you had the media car.
Yeah, the
There you
media
go.
car. So maybe that's why people was like, "Hey, he's filming." It's like, "No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just kidding."
Yeah, joke.
Joke.
Yeah. There you go.
And I got a little bike kind of scared the crap out of me. He came out of the parking lot out of nowhere. I was like,
Yeah.
it made me jump a little bit, but everything was okay. Everything was good.
Well, that's
so
good.
I think it might be kind of neat if we went out there.
I think it would be very cool if we went there.
At least have one big kind of hang out there or something like that.
We're still working
see.
on the van, whether when we go media version, what that looks like, right? Because I love to get stuff on the roof rack, that kind of a thing, up high, covering things. So we're still doing with that, but Nolan Road, hands down, is just blown up. I mean, it's big shout out to all the promoters, everybody sponsoring, our good friend Sean.
And I'm saying it's like, we can go there and we could walk around. We could do a live thing if we wanted to.
We could park in the middle.
But in reality, just to go and hang out. Just to go and hang out with everybody.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to find another spot to go and hang and see all the people and a lot of people that we know and stuff in one spot like that Nolan Road Cruise. So I mean, that'd be kind of a fun thing to go do. And all that stuff. Hey, a couple people made comments about our shirts.
Really?
I'm not sure why. Oh, they're new. That's right. Oh, check this out, though. No, hold on. That's only half of it.
Oh, you got to get the backside.
Yeah, you like that? Huh? You like that?
Oh, wait, I'm going the wrong way.
Who wants a shirt? Who wants it? Yeah, nobody.
There you go. Nobody cares.
Dyslexic.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we talked about it. We got a lot more merchandise coming out.
We do.
Yeah.
Got a couple more things that I'm looking into, so we're gonna get a couple things ordered for people who actually want to, like maybe one day the cool people would want to wear our stuff.
Hey, well, you'd think so.
never
Maybe
know.
we can sell them at Nolan
never know.
Road.
Oh,
There you go. There it is. What else you got going on?
Well,
You've been busy.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Okay. Well, Steven will dig that.
Do we still want Chris as a partnership? No, I'm just kidding. Or should we just kill
That's
him now?
probably not it.
No. What about you? Are you ready for anything to tell
Nope.
me yet? Oh, I still got to come up with shit.
Nope.
Okay, I'll tell you what. All right.
Yeah, I said we're going to fly by the seat of our pants.
Okay,
there it is.
Your car's about
How
to get
about
fixed.
this?
Your
How about
car's-
this? We just quit talking. Let the audience tell us
we have to
what
continue.
question do you have?
Yeah, we have any questions out there?
Yeah.
Anybody?
What's up?
Anybody?
Best air
Oh, wait.
conditioning.
I forgot we're a little in delay. So I'm like, hey, now.
I
give me-
know.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's
Do we want to bring something up first?
that's the YouTube part
do
of
we
it.
want to bring one more thing first? Okay.
Yeah, what do you wanna do?
You have an Audi.
Yep. Oh, you want to
German-
go that
hold
way?
on, German
Oh,
car.
I know we talked about
Lovely.
it.
I
but-
know we're car guys, so it's like we
Yeah.
like a lot of manufacturers. We're not just to one, but we have our favorites.
correct.
I think you do on the German side. You're partial to an Audi.
I
Correct?
am.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I have a Porsche. So on the German end of things,
All under
I'm more-
Volkswagen.
I'm more partial to Porsche, Yes, I
Yeah.
like Volkswagen. Yes, I've had a couple of those too.
Yeah, yeah.
I like Audi. I like Mercedes.
And you
I like
do. You
BMWs.
have a GTI or
Yes,
GLI?
GTI.
GTI.
Golf
Yep.
GTI.
Yep.
I've had a couple of them.
Yeah.
And well, we got a Mercedes Sprinter.
Somewhere.
Anyways, Cargos was, but typically our favorites in your German side, yours is Audi.
The German side.
My favorite on the German side is definitely Porsche.
Okay. Well, how about we just stop there? Why do you draw to German? Forget the car.
Well, that's the thing. I like a lot of Japanese stuff too. I'm not just partial
Yeah.
German. German's just my favorite European.
Yeah, but there's a
country of
reason why
origin
you
of
choose
cars.
it. Me too. I'm partial to. I love it all.
I think it's their innovation. I think it's their
over engineering.
their
precision.
Definitely the engineering size. Yeah.
Yeah, the precision is
And
very
no
cool.
manufacturer's gonna be perfect. They're gonna be crap or cheap on one little part, but yet
Yeah.
the other thing that's normal to them will be something that other manufacturers like. Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're like
Yep.
like there's a lot of firsts that come out of Japan or not Japan, out of Germany.
Yeah.
So out of the first things that have made it to cars and manufacturing, a lot of first ofs have come out. Well, a lot of those are Mercedes actually.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they're S classes and all that kind of stuff where you get some of that luxury they have in certain cars now as standards. They were first standard in like Mercedes and BMWs
Yeah.
and things. Of
They
that sort.
push the envelope
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I will say, you know, it's like, you know, Porsches, I guess they do consider them like a luxury sports car. But
Really?
yeah, but I mean,
I never thought of Porsche as a luxury.
but that's what they're considered. Okay.
Really?
But they were the only choice of that outside of anything from Italy. But back in the day, I'm sorry, but Italy never made anything that had near the pedigree that Porsche had.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you might argue. There you go. What do you guys think of Porsche versus Ferrari? What do you think of that? I mean, forget about Ford versus Ferrari. Porsche has been, you know, versus Ferrari
Well, it's-
a lot longer than Ford and Ferrari.
Italy versus Germany. Where do you go?
Yeah, well, I just believe in the German stuff lasting longer and starting more often.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree that the Germans over-engineer everything, but they put the time in to over-engineer everything, right? In other words, they're not just creating it to create it. They put the longevity in their design, their engineering to figure out this is probably the best route to go.
I would
That's
say so.
my mindset
Okay.
behind it.
All right.
Whereas Ferrari will push it because they can push it. They don't go long term. They go, to me, in my mind, they go short term on what they produce.
Sure.
And it's not as over engineered. I get it.
Okay, then explain this then. Why is it a company that can make an inferior product? Not all their designs are really even pretty looking when it comes to cars. I'll tell
I
you,
don't
you'll know exactly which one I'm
Ferraris
talking
are
about.
pretty sexy.
Not very many of them are.
Really?
I'm sorry, in my opinion, most of the Ferraris that have been built, even in the past, are actually not all that good a looking car.
Really?
Yeah, they're really not. You get to some of the
All right,
newer
that's an
stuff,
argument.
and
That's
you
an
get the
argument.
458s, the 488s, and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
do think those are very awesome looking cars, and I get the interiors could be something about them, or
Yeah.
maybe it's the sound. I don't know, but I guarantee they aren't even remotely the reliableness that you get out of a
course
typical
not.
German
No,
car.
no, no.
So then, why is
No.
this? Will, thank you from Will's Wheels. Will did make a comment that Ferraris do actually hold their value.
Of course they do. You know why? It's not about the car. It's about the name.
It is an image that they're selling, not the automobile.
That's right.
I don't think Germany gives a crap about the image.
Nope.
They're trying to build a ultimate automobile.
That's right.
BMW advertised themselves ultimate driving machine.
Yep.
Porsche themselves, Ferdinand Porsche said at one point, he was like, I started building the 911 because I wanted to make the ultimate sports car, and I think I've achieved that.
Yeah.
You know, before he passed, you know. And they all have their thing, right?
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is, you're Audi, I'm Porsche. So why'd you go Audi?
Well, there's always something you're drawn to, right?
Yeah.
To me, it was the design around the car. Not take performance out of it.
Okay.
The look, the styling, that's what I went for. When you look at a poster, it ain't about what the car can do. It's how does it look to you, right? And I think Ferrari does a good job at this, and I'll give them credit Because I think if you look at some Ferrari posters,
Yeah.
this is in my mind,
Yeah.
that drew you to that, right? We all had the F40 posters.
That was it, though. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the only real poster
Yeah,
Ferrari
yeah.
back then was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
F40. Lamborghini had the Countach and the
That's
Diablo.
another one, right?
That they were on posters or in
well,
walls
yeah.
on posters.
Yeah,
more
I
than
mean,
anything.
and most of our audience is in that generation where you probably had those posters. Me, I'd lean towards Audi because I loved the sleek designs. It was flowing. It connected with me. But then you look at the performance that they do, and that just adds to it. If you look at a F40, right? Let's just put it this way. You look at an F40 versus a 911 back in the day,
Yeah.
right? Put them
Yeah.
side by side.
Yeah.
Which one by looks would you gravitate to?
Most people will gravitate towards the F40.
That's right.
Right.
And I think that's where their niche is.
Well, and also the thing is there's so many times where the F40 is compared to the Porsche 959. And
Yeah.
the thing is, I don't know why they were compared because they weren't even two of the same kind of class of cars.
Correct.
The Ferrari F40 was truly about as street legal as they can make a race car.
Yeah, yeah.
Completely stripped out everything. The 959 was not a stripped out car. It had full everything: AC, radio, full adjustable seats, power windows. It had all of this stuff.
I get it.
So it's
Go
not
ahead.
it's not to be compared. But that's not our conversation we're having today.
Right.
It is Porsche and Audi.
Right, but we gotta throw in the BMW guy just to give him a little props. BMW.
Tim,
what do you think? What do you think about it?
I'm glad you like your BMW.
When you put Mercedes,
it's
Porsche,
it's a nice car.
Audi, BMW, you put those four together.
We're only talking cars.
Yeah,
We're not talking SUVs,
No,
vans, anything
No.
of that stuff. Porsche's number one
yeah.
out of Germany. I think what they do it better than anybody else in Germany.
I would agree with that because you can't. You really can't.
And
Everybody's going to have their argument. This is going to cause a
the other ones,
snowstorm, but
I hate to say it, the other ones just have to go by how I follow them, and some of them are followed in the racing class of things. I would have to put Audi as number 2. And the reason being is because they were the most successful in the racing before Porsche came back.
yeah, you know what?
And
And I
the G-
look at it
and
opposite.
I'm talking GT racing. I'm not talking Formula One or anything.
And I
like
look
that.
at it opposite. From me, my age, I always looked at Porsche, Mercedes being the performance side, Mercedes more on the luxury side. Audi,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about. It wasn't even in the performance world in my mind back in the day.
It wasn't because it wasn't a performance car. I mean, unless you
Only
were
if
in
you
the
were a
rally
rally guy. Yeah.
If you're on the
Yeah.
rally side of things, you had the rally. In the 90s, that's when they first had their first, I think, was it the RS2 maybe or something like that? It was a wagon.
Yep.
But that was also co-developed with Porsche.
Yeah.
Porsche built their power plant.
Yep.
So they didn't even do that on their own.
Yeah.
Okay. And I don't feel like it was until like getting into the 2000s before they really were starting to.
I don't know. The
their
Audi
thing.
rally.
I mean,
one.
as a street car, I am
Well,
referring to street cars. as well.
yeah. Street cars,
Okay.
yeah. Exactly.
But they also showed something fierce when that R8 came out. It won GT class after GT class of racing. It was a phenomenal race car, and it showed. And that was one of my more favorite cars when that came out. If I were to go buy a 911, I would have to go drive one of those first just to make sure I did the right thing. However,
Good point.
I
Good point, Will.
I always gravitate right back to the Porsche, always. And I even with my
You are a true Porsche guy.
hold on, with my own experience with the one I own now, I don't have a top of line Porsche. It is very, very far from a top of line Porsche,
Yeah, but
and it still holds its own with some of the topper end cars
Right.
of their performance end,
right.
and it holds its own.
Yeah.
And in a real world type of thing,
And it's been reliable.
It still amazes me. I put it like, here's a good car.
Yeah.
Here's a good car. Here's a good handling. Here's a good sports car. I put my car like here. I didn't think it was going to be there. Now it's not way up. It's not there, but it's better than I thought it was going to be. And even though after more than a couple years of driving around, it still surprises me when I do things. And I'll do something like, okay.
When you get pushed.
And then all of a sudden
Yeah,
I'll be with another car going, man, he's going to toast. I was like, how did he not toast the crap out of me? How did I hang with this person? How did he, just there's lots of things. And this is coming from experience from car rallies, You know, the sensible driving that we do.
Yeah.
On
Yeah. Well, sensible.
It's very sensible.
There you go. You know, and that's another discussion because I think this is important because I have this, I'm going to call it a conversation, but it's an argument with my wife
Yeah.
on what you should do with the car that you have, built on why it's designed the way it is, right? And I'm sure a lot of our audience has the same problem. In other words, you buy I'm just going to break it down minimal. Camaro SS. Break it down this way.
Are you new?
And you get on it.
Are you referring to newer cars
And you,
right now?
yeah, well,
Okay.
just if you get on it,
Yeah, okay.
and your wife's in the car,
Yeah.
she's like, "You're hurting this car," right? Or your car when you go
you're tearing it up.
tracking, whatever. Why are you tearing up the car? I love feedback to figure out why is that not true, right? In their mind, you're hurting the car by revving it to the top end, tracking it, doing what it takes, right? That's in their mind because they're not normally the drivers that push the car.
Yep.
And I'm not single out ladies because I know there's a lot of ladies that push their cars. Typical wives, when they're in the car, why are you pushing it as hard as you're pushing it? Why would you push your car if it can go to $8 grand, $9 grand? Why are you going there?
Because it's designed to do it.
There you go.
Now, I don't think every car is designed to do that.
No.
I think if you took as reliable as people say Toyotas are, for instance, and you took a Toyota Camry or a Corolla, a regular Camry or Corolla, yes, it does have whatever red line of 6,000 RPMs. Whatever,
Yep.
Right. If you drive that a sensible car and you're just driving it like a normal AB car,
Yeah.
I want to go from here to here. I'm just going to do it
Right.
whatever. And you do your normal stuff on the car, your maintenance. Let's just assume we do maintenance on all of our cars.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that hurts?
It is designed for the car to hold up. That engine is designed to run 2,000 to 4,000 RPMs forever, in a sense. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying if you do that every once in a while, I don't think you're hurting a single thing. But those particular engines are meant for economy, not high-end performance.
Right.
Go back to looking at a Porsche or something again, or whatever, right? That car is tested at red line limit for hours and hours on end to not break.
Yeah.
That's why you see so many teams, not just Porsche manufacturer team, but so many other just private teams and all that kind of stuff that pick Porsches, Audis, and some of these other ones to race with because they're just designed to do that.
That's right.
And they're, those cars are just based off the same block and engine that you see of the cars on the road.
Yep.
And they are designed. As a matter of fact, I think if you stay on them, not stay on them, rephrase that, you get on them on a semi-regular basis, it actually is better for the engine.
That's correct. I totally agree with you.
Okay.
All right, so that's the argument for all the wives out there.
There we go.
Okay, it's the best way.
Will's make a comment, and we keep going back to this Ferrari. That's okay. Will, the Ferrari. Yes, I think from the 458 and up, there's been so many really good looking, but that's just the style of cars nowadays.
I think it's preference. That's an opinion.
In the history of Ferrari, though, I don't think the GTO was even a good looking Ferrari. It was not a bad looking car. I don't know why that car gets so much buzz because it's not even a good car to drive.
Yeah.
It actually doesn't even drive very good.
Yeah.
But the interior, the seats look nice.
I never loved the Ferrari interiors.
The F40 is like awesome, right?
Yeah.
Not something you can drive on a daily basis.
Oh, of course not.
That car is so raw. It's so loud.
We're not talking about cars
There's
that
no
you
carpet
drive
in it. There's no radio in it. It is stripped to bones.
Yeah.
It almost can't even be compared to other street cars.
It is strictly built for the track.
That's right.
It's a track.
It's a good-looking car,
Yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah.
But there are so many of those in the history before that and after that.
Yeah.
I think the Enzo, how about that, Will? The
Enzo's
Ferrari
amazing.
Enzo is an amazing car, but guess what? Oh, the F50, it's a good-looking car, too.
Yeah, but you can't ride
The
in it for more
F50
than an
isn't
hour.
near as raw as the F40 probably, which actually probably makes it a better car because you can live with it more.
Right.
Because there's actually more creature comforts. And there's less of them made. They're more rare than an F40. Outside of that, the Enzo being the successor to the F50, it's ugly. I like it because
know what?
I am a cool hypercar kind of guy, so I think it looks cool.
Yeah.
It looks cool. That's different than saying it looks good.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
looks cool. And
even
it's
the
an
new
awesome engine.
Yeah, I think anything that Ferrari's produced in the last 5 years,
I would even go 10 years.
yeah, is cutting edge.
It's good stuff.
It's
I don't necessarily like the.
I don't love it.
I don't like the setup on the inside so much.
Yeah.
But
Well,
the design,
inside's never been
design
there.
of the cars of their flagship mid-engine cars look good to me.
Yeah, and that goes back to BMW. I just never loved the interior of
And,
BMW.
and the front engine Ferraris, I think they look good, but not great.
yeah.
They're just a car. They're a front engine car. Actually, from a distance, one of them almost looks like a Corvette
Yeah.
with a little hatchback on it.
Yep.
And to a Ferrari owner, I bet they don't want to revert to, basically think people from a distance saying, "Oh, that's a nice Corvette over there," and they're like, "Excuse me, this is a $350,000 car, not a Corvette." Even though a Corvette owner might be like, "Yeah, Corvettes are nice looking."
There you go. There you
Actually,
go.
I think Corvettes are really nice. I
There
like
you
Corvettes a lot. So with that said, that's my opinion on that. The Cayman, I have a Cayman. If you guys didn't know that,
Yep.
Will mentioned also. He said that he feel like it could be a better car than a 911 if Porsche would allow it, and that is more likely correct because it is a mid-engine car,
Yep.
not a rear-engine car. But
That's
I don't
right.
think I think you're avoiding that the question, Mister. Why would you pick? Okay, fine. Hey. The same year of your car, I could get you a 911 Carrera 4. Therefore, you got your all-wheel drive. Would you take that
No.
over your Audi?
Nope.
Why?
Luxury.
So is a Porsche.
Yeah, but not really. You look at the interiors, they're not the same.
Well, no, because one's a Porsche.
Audi does the best interiors when it comes to either performance or luxury side of their cars.
I don't know. Tim might think otherwise.
Well, all right.
Oh,
well,
Big
we
T.
can go side by side, but
Big
I'm
T,
telling
what
you,
do you think of the
that
interior of
Audi,
BMW?
Audi does the best interiors on their cars. Hands down.
Well, of course
the
they
best.
do the best interiors on their cars because no one else is doing their interiors.
It is. It's all Volkswagen, Lambo, Porsche. All those are under the Volkswagen umbrella. Nobody builds better interiors, I don't think.
Are we referring to Germany or all of them?
No. Under the Volkswagen umbrella, which
okay.
is Porsche, Audi, right? Let's talk about Porsche, Audi. I would take an Audi interior over a Porsche interior from a luxury side of it. I think the Porsche side is more of a performance side of a car, not a luxury side. I never represented Porsche as a luxury brand.
But they are. That's the thing.
I don't see it.
I
don't see it. I don't care. We can argue about it, but I don't- I
do
just
you guys
don't
want to
see
see
it.
this? Do you guys want to go? I mean, we'll do new to new just because it'll probably be hard to
I
find
just
the
don't
same
see
years
it.
the same
I
year.
don't see it.
We're gonna go new to new. I got some pull in some dealerships. Okay.
They're going to pull
All right.
on Lambo because
Nope.
they're all plastic and
Lambo
everything else
doesn't
inside.
enter into it. That is
and,
not a daily driven car.
Of course, it's not.
Anything could be daily driven technically, but
Right.
that's not what people buy that car
Right.
for. An Audi and a Porsche is a very. I would even go as far as saying R8 even could be a very good. Probably one of the better daily driven supercars.
If you're going down, based on all the supercars for a daily driver, it is. It's basically
Just how easy it is to get in and out of it.
It's
the
a
room you have
Lamborghini
in
Huracan.
It's
With besides all the plastic.
Oh, there you go. And it doesn't have a little launch button for the start.
That's it.
And there's no
That's-
missiles.
Yeah,
And there's no
that's-
lasers, no machine guns.
No, I find the same thing I found with BMW when I test drove them, and I've been in almost every version of a BMW. I think it comes down to it's built more around the performance of a car than the luxury of being in a car. I think Audi builds both very well. I'm not saying there's not a Porsche out there that's not comfortable, but I think they build their interior more around the performance of a car than they do the luxury of a car.
I see where you're getting at. I see where you're getting at. Audi has luxury first with a side of performance, where you're saying Porsche is more on the performance first with a
Correct.
side of luxury.
That's correct. Yeah. I
Horse
think
shit.
that's honest truth.
Nah, horseshit.
Yeah. Well, if you're a Porsche owner, there
Actually,
you go.
no, I agree to that.
There you go.
Sort
You've
of.
ridden in my car.
Sort of.
You've ridden in my
Right.
car.
All right.
I've ridden in your car.
I have a 2008 model.
Right.
Not new.
Mine's 2013.
And I feel like anything I have sat in within that age does not have nicer leather seats than what I have. And I mean, you'd have to get to a much higher end car, like you're talking the highest ends of
Yeah,
S class, but now we're no longer in the performance side of things.
Of course not. No.
Or
no,
you're talking
no.
Bentleys and all that kind of stuff.
And Mercedes does a good job at that. They do.
Yeah. So in that line of that realm of a sporty car or sports car, I don't know that I've seen one that looks nicer. And mine's a 2008. Now, granted, the very next year they completely, and that's the thing. That's the last year of that interior. They got better the very next year.
Yep.
And I still think in 2008, it maybe in tech, there was things that had better tech.
Which is
kind of part of luxury too, a little bit.
Yeah.
But as far as the feel of everything, my seats, how well they've held up over the years, I don't know. I don't feel like your interior, and you have a newer car.
2013.
The only thing that makes your interior newer, I said, the only thing that makes your interior better than my interior is the fact you have newer tech. I think that is the only thing.
Mine's old tech. I can't even barely
You
Bluetooth.
have newer tech than I have in my car. Are you not understanding what I'm saying here?
Well,
2008 versus
yeah.
a 13. So we got a 5-year difference here.
Okay, I have Bluetooth.
5 years from now on,
That's
we're
it.
probably walking on fucking Mars. Okay?
Right.
We're going to be flying cars in 5 years.
I think it's the fit and finish. It's the small details that go into a car when you're in the inside of a cabin.
I have one little thing going against me, though, on yours, because yours is an actual RS model.
Yeah.
Yours is the top of the line of a 2-door outside of an R8.
Correct. And I think when Porsche goes...
Once again, mine's not a top of the line Porsche.
No, but I think when Porsche goes to top of the line, they go top of the line performance-wise, not luxury side. That's how I look at it.
You haven't looked into Panamera before, have you?
Well, okay. Well, that's...
Because now
Everybody has a one-off version.
Most of the Audis are 4-door cars.
Yeah.
So now you got to compare the 4-door cars versus the 4-door car.
Okay,
you got the Panamera.
That's true.
Now,
and the
if you're comparing the
Panamera
911,
nice.
then it's got to be maybe your car, maybe because it's a 2-door,
know.
or it's got to be like an R8 or something like that.
You know why this is an argument? Because it's all German.
I don't.
It's all German.
That's
why we like it.
We're filming this, and we're going to an Audi dealership and a Porsche dealership.
We're going to grab two of the top line.
No, I'm going to talk to them.
And to be honest, I don't like anything Audi's been producing besides the RS stuff. I don't like it. I think it's too plastic. It doesn't hold up to the Audi brand.
You're not going to buy an A3.
No. Why?
If you're going to buy a smaller Audi, you're not going to do the A3. You're not even going to step up to the S3. You're going to go all the way up to the RS3.
Correct.
Right.
Even then, I wouldn't buy an RS3. The reason why is it's still the same plastic shell, same plastic crap that's riding on it. It's not a true performance RS car. They're building off of the same platform that was built around the A3, the S3, and now they just slapped on a new badge.
Which is what?
A Volkswagen.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go. The GTI, actually.
Right.
Or a
there
Golf
you
R.
go. Right.
There you go.
But their values...
Except for the RS models, that is an Audi engine because it's the 2.5 straight 5.
Yeah. A 5-cylinder version. 5-cylinder. Yeah. Or I think when you go to RS in Audi, this is my opinion, you need to be in the V8 version of something. I think when you slap turbos on, you start running into these problems.
But your newer version of your RS5 is not a V8. It's a V6 twin turbo.
Which is why I hate them. So I think it's the dumbest design.
I think it's the only way you can go up to a V8 then is you got to go to the big. You got to go to the big cars.
You got to go to the RS6 or the RS7.
Yeah.
You have to. I mean, that's just the way they work. It's a 4.0.
Now, if I wanted a wagon, I would definitely go with the RS6 Avant all day long over any of them. So, you got to go. Would you sacrifice, go to a much bigger car just to get that V8 or a V10 out of an R8? I mean, obviously, that's a no-brainer there.
I would. I wouldn't go with the V6. I don't know why they think, because you slap a badge on it, but you're running the same motor, but you're running bigger turbos, and you're forcing more air into the same motor, it makes sense.
Now, how about this, though? So would you get an R8 because you wanted the performance out of it, or are you wanting the luxury out of it more?
Oh, performance. Okay. I would never go with an
that
R8.
Car, you're not necessarily judging so much on the luxury side of it.
No.
Even though it's still very nice on the inside.
Right. RS7, yes, definitely. I mean, hands down, that is probably an amazing car. And if I wanted an estate vehicle, RS6.
So what's the main Audis that you would pick nowadays?
Today?
Yeah.
RS6, RS7. That's
so we have to get those and compare it to what? on the Porsche side?
Panamera.
Okay.
The latest ones.
What
else does Porsche have? What else
Well,
does
I mean,
Porsche
that's
have?
all they have for a 4-door car.
Because they're on the performance side of things. I think Audi is
sports
more
car.
focused on giving you both.
Well, then you know what? Then we'll look at why we're there. We'll look at their performance sports cars.
I guarantee
I will
you-
show you that luxury in there is equal to better than what's in an Audi.
I don't get it. I've been in BMW same year. It's a stripped down. Yeah, it's got a great motor. It performs
I do
well.
feel like Mercedes has some of the most interesting tech for their times.
Yeah.
But they
the
do
AMG stuff
but
really
they do have a lot of plastic.
is rock
They
solid.
do have a lot of plastic though.
Yeah.
Now the AMG motors are great, but I mean
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like they do have a lot of plasticky, creaky.
Well, because
kinda
they got
stuff,
away
but
from what they used to do.
they used to be a little bit higher end on the
Yeah.
quality side,
Yeah.
and I actually think they're getting even better with that and getting even.
Hopefully
they're
they
getting
do.
that back. They're getting.
And hopefully all the German cars go down that road where you get rid of all this. Just make it plastic, make it look cool, just make it luxury and give you the performance.
okay.
I think that's why
Now-
Audi and Mercedes went down that
How
road.
about this though? An R8. I will go back to an R8 though. I mean, I know you would in a sense go to the R8 route because you wanted the higher performance than a V10 and blah blah blah. But would you still say that has better luxury than a 911?
Today, the newest model. Are we talking about newest models?
I don't really give a shit what models you talk about at this point. But
No,
yes,
because
newer
there's
models,
different
though.
versions of the R8, right? When you go into the gated, it's kind of a more mechanical feel. The interior's built around a mechanical, your comfort, versus today's version, which is basically a Lamborghini Huracan, is same thing. It's just different body styling, but everything else is the same. The Huracan puts a lot of
the
plastic.
engine and the all-wheel drive system is the same, but I mean the whole
It's the same
dash,
car.
the whole interior
It's
is
an
completely
R8.
different
It's an R8 with a Lambo body on it, the new ones.
to a point.
Name something different. Except the exhaust, the way they're pouring it out the back.
The
but-
entire interior is different.
well, of course, that's my point.
That's what I'm saying. The whole dash and everything's different.
Yeah. I mean, you're talking motor, structure, suspension,
Well, I
all
mean,
that's the same.
If you peel everything away, including the interior, then sure you have the same car.
it's
already.
it's an R8,
Right. But
which is why they're reliable now.
They style the inside, the seats, the dash, the middle console.
Completely different.
Everything. That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
But
I'd take an R8 over a Lambo
okay.
because I've been in the newest Lambos.
The funny
and
thing
they're
is,
all plastic.
I would too. But the reason being is because we both sat into a Huracan not that long ago.
Yeah.
It's tight in those. There's
Well,
more
I mean,
more
it's-
space than an R8,
it's a
even though it's based around the same car. But how do they
Correct.
get more space out of that than they do
Correct.
the Lamborghini version? I have no idea.
Well, because
I don't
it's
fit very well the
it's
other
the
one.
body that they put on top of the frame. It's the same frame, but everything else is just expanded out.
I think they're just a little bit taller roof. It's just more comfortable to sit in. But
It's all
I guess
plastic.
what I'm getting at.
We were in
so
it.
if we do an RS6 versus a Panamera, then we got to do like what? The R8 luxury versus a 911?
Yeah. If you do an R8 performance versus a
So we'll do a thing.
911 what?
We're
GT3, GT4?
no, it's a GT3 is not a luxury car. That's
So
a track,
just a
that's a
strip-
track car.
stripped down 911.
Just a 911 doesn't really matter. Carrera S.
That'd be nice.
It'd have to be a Carrera S.
That'd be a good one. And we got friends that have
It
them,
could be a
so-
Carrera S, Carrera 4. Actually, to make it more like blah, 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 you can do a Carrera 4S. So they're both four-wheel drive
Yep.
cars.
Yep.
They're, okay, one's almost 600, horse, but depends on which one you get.
Yeah.
And then the other is, 450 horsepower. Okay.
Yeah. And I agree.
If you really truly compare the two, you performance-wise, you compare a 911 turbo versus an R8 if you're going to back power to power. And I hate to say it, 911 turbo will blow an R8 out of the water.
Of course, because it's
It's
NA
650
versus-
horsepower versus a 620 or 30
Yeah,
horsepower.
yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
that much
but
difference
the
in power.
turbos kick in
But
and
for
the
some
torque.
reason, I hate to say it, Porsche with a 911 turbo all-wheel drive does a better job than Audi.
Yeah, I'll agree with you. There.
Don't go ahead in the comments. Go ahead, attack me. I dare you.
Yeah, there you go. Sean,
Have you seen the launch
Sean,
system in a
you had
911
great
turbo?
point.
Have you
Sean,
seen
had
the
a-
launch system in a 911 turbo? It's ridiculous.
Sean, you had a great point. The Mercedes SL63s, any of the
Ugh,
63
yeah, they do.
series is
Well,
luxury.
that's the thing. Any of the S class.
You're talking, but now you're going down a whole different
Even the C
path,
class,
right?
They do have
yeah.
a great interior.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
seats are super comfortable.
Yeah.
But that's not sports cars. We're not talking sports cars or that. Mercedes isn't the biggest one known for the
Yeah.
performance unless you have an AMG
And
badge.
I think you get into that class when you go down, let's just say a Cadillac CTS-V of some sort, right? Any V
that's
class.
the AMG version of Cadillac, I guess.
Basically, right? But they're luxurious inside. They're great cars. They have amazing performance, right? But is it truly a track car?
Truly a track car? No, it's like a hybrid car.
Yeah.
You can enjoy it on the road and on the track.
There you go.
Not necessarily the best
Yeah,
for
yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Or for one or the other. Like, if you only do road, there's better Cadillacs. If you only do track, there's better cars.
Correct.
And in reality, I think Cadillac fell way behind a long time ago in making. You talking about plastics? I think they're a little on the cheaper end, but
Yeah.
I want to hope they're getting better with some of that. But now most of their cars
hope
are
so.
SUVs now, and I don't like them.
Yeah. Well, everybody's going to the SUV
They don't really do
route.
much on that anymore. I do feel like at least Mercedes, Audi, BMW. I feel like the German guys are still making cars.
Okay,
More-
so on
more
that
than
note,
everybody else.
is there something from the Asian market that is comparable to what the Germans are producing?
we done talking Audi and Porsche? Are you
Yeah,
afraid?
I'm done.
You're gonna
I'm
lose.
done. I'm
He's
throwing
gonna
you
lose.
under the bus.
He's gonna
No,
lose.
I'm opening up to somebody else.
He's gonna lose, people.
Panamera versus RS6. That'd
Yep.
be a great.
That'd be a good one.
That'd be a great one.
Hopefully we
For
can do
sure.
a Panamera like a Turbo S or something versus
Yeah, yeah.
RS6.
Yeah.
And
That'd
I'm
be
not
awesome.
even saying a comparison with the performance behind them because they're both going to be really good.
Right.
But that's not what my point is. Your argument right now is trying to say that Porsche is not luxury.
I
And
don't
I
think so.
beg to differ.
I think if okay, let me put it this way: if you're just listening and you have these two words, Audi, Porsche, which one's the performance car? Which one do you think is the luxury brand? Just leave it there. Post it in the comments and go from there. Because traditionally, my personal opinion is when I think of Porsche, it's a performance car. When I think of Audi,
Sure, 'cause
I
that's
think
how they
it's
started.
I think it's
On the
more of a
performance side.
luxury brand than it is a performance brand. Agreed, both have both.
I see your point. Everybody can be made that Mercedes is a luxury brand, but guess what? In Germany, they're not.
No.
They have a luxury side.
Yeah.
Like Cadillac is to GM, but most of the cars sold in Mercedes, and I mean, their cab drivers are driving Mercedes in Germany, and they're just a basic car.
Right.
So they only sell their luxury brand here in America. So we only know of them as a luxury brand, even though they're not. Hold on. Even though they're not just a luxury brand, let me rephrase that.
Correct.
Like a Bentley is just a
Correct.
luxury brand. A Rolls Royce is just a luxury brand.
Yeah.
You know, stuff like that. Mercedes is not.
Yeah.
But we think of most of these German companies, and Porsche's no different. They've just made more of their mark on performance
Correct.
because they're that damn good at it.
And the only thing
So
that
that's
I
what
think
speaks louder, but they've always been a luxury sports car.
Correct. And I think what I look at with Porsche today is they stuck true to their roots as being a performance. If you want to call it luxury, that's fine, but they stuck to that roots. Audi has gone with more of a Volkswagen mind where we'll give you some economical cars, but we do have the top, which that bothers me. Because now it's like, well, we'll give you the bottom line car, which looks like the top of the line car today, and it doesn't make sense to me. They're moving away. They're moving more into a Volkswagen type environment, right? Because if you think Volkswagen, it's
but they're not the only ones
I wouldn't
doing
think
that,
of
though.
Porsche being a car that I want to buy for my family. With Audi, I think they're going down that road to say, oh, you can buy an RS3 sedan, RS5, RS6, whatever you want.
Yeah, they're great
Whereas
family cars.
Porsche is doing more of, we're staying true to our roots
To a point.
Right?
Because, they're getting rid of the Cayman in the box.
I know. Everybody's getting rid of everything.
Well, let me rephrase that. They're still going to have them. but
Everything's gone.
They're only going to be EV only, though. They're no longer going to
Yeah.
have petrol-powered
That's
versions.
Volkswagen in general. So Audi's going away, Lambo's going away. They're all going away.
Yeah.
Right? and which is sad.
Like they're
because
already canceling the whole new GT4 RS that they just came out with, the Cayman version of the ultimate track car kind of thing. Yeah, you already can't. They're already not doing a new one.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, well, we just did it, I think, as a hoorah.
Well, of course, because it runs on incandescent light bulbs.
We finally put the GT3 engine in the Cayman. Are you happy? Okay, now it's canceled.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, you ready for this announcement?
Ooh,
because they got to do it.
I don't know. We have announcements.
Got to do it.
We have announcements.
All right, we talked about it.
Another time we can get to the
No, we'll get back into it.
We can get to the Japanese side later.
This will only take like 10 seconds.
We can get the Japanese side later.
So
another time.
Two big things we had to say tonight. Obviously, our new sponsor, Uncorked. Thank you very much.
Yes,
to
thank
them.
you, Uncorked.
Yep,
very
for
awesome.
Sure. And
hope to see you soon.
Got to do it because we always talk about the people that matter most, right? Always do. Me and my wife are celebrating our 30th year married this weekend. That's the big announcement because it's huge to me and it's huge to her. Because without her in my life, all this wouldn't even exist, to be honest. So big shout out to my wife, Tamara. Love you to death. I'm sharing a picture and it's emotional, but it's 30 years. That's a long time. And
wow, look at all that hair you got there.
I know, right? And it
Where
wasn't that long.
Where did that go?
That was actually like 6 months ago, to be honest. Or last year. I'm sorry, last year.
Man,
I turned gray.
Craving Cars Live makes you lose the hair that
That's
quick.
right.
Huh?
The gray hair came from you. That's
if you know anything, I've gotten thinner since we've been,
it is.
at a thing. So you're making me pull my hair out every night, apparently.
Yeah, but you know what?
Congratulations.
1993, we got married. I was 22. She was, or 23. She was 21. And it's pretty emotional. Well, that's a big announcement, but also we're going to be pushing hard for a lot of stuff.
Congratulations, sir.
Well, thank you.
And congratulations. Thank you. I'm not going to congratulate Tamara on because
I know.
she's had to put up with it for 30
she's
years.
down there signing autographs, doing something. I don't know what she's doing, but that's all right.
It just so happens that you say that Dottie and I have also been together for 30 years.
Really?
No, not at all.
No. I knew you were kidding.
No, yeah, not even close.
Where did you just throw ice water on my fire?
Yeah, I was trying, but I ran out of ice and water.
No, but it's been special. And you know what? A lot of the stuff I've had in my life is only because of her. So big shout out to her. And we're looking forward to August 7th is our actual day. So
nice. You know what's funny? Mine's October 7th.
No. Well, I get it.
Okay, it's a different month, but it's the 7th.
Okay,
See,
I
he's
guess
laughing. That's how funny it is.
I guess that makes sense. Okay, go ahead.
I'm just saying. We both picked the 7th on a day.
Yeah. That's
Anyway.
awesome.
Was the 7th a Saturday when you guys
That's
got
right.
married? Was it?
And
Ours was a Wednesday.
that was
Who
only
gets married
part
on-
of the announcement.
Who gets married on Wednesday?
Well, I
This
don't
guy-
know.
this guy over here.
Did you?
Yeah, we sure did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
On a Wednesday.
Well, because we picked the date, and the date was on a Wednesday. We didn't want to wait however many years it was going
Why'd
to
you
take to
pick
get
the
to a
date?
Saturday.
Why'd you pick
Because
that
we
date?
wanted it on October 7th.
Why?
Her birthday is on the 22nd of September. Mine's October 26th. So October 7th is right in the middle of them. And we wanted a fall, and we didn't want it in November.
Okay. Well, I guess that makes sense.
And we didn't want it too close to our birthdays.
There you go.
There, does that sum it up pretty good?
Not really. That made no
We
sense.
wanted a
at
fall
all.
wedding, but we didn't want it that close to our birthday, as far away as our birthdays as possible. But we didn't want it in November because we thought we were pushing it
So
too
now
far
you got to
into
do
fall.
a birthday, anniversary, and now a birthday.
Oh, don't be silly. We have anniversary, birthday. There's not just one anniversary, my man.
Well, that's true.
There's
All
a
right.
bunch of them.
I know, and this isn't ours. I mean, we're going out of town on the 21st and going on vacation and doing our thing. So it's been great. It's been a great. She might have a different opinion, but to me, it's been great.
At least that is semi-mutual, I'm sure.
That's right. But
Okay.
also,
Yes, let's
as
go.
everybody noticed, our new shirts.
Bingo.
Right? We got a lot we're going to be giving away over the next few weeks every time we're on live on air.
Bingo.
And we got stickers, magnets, merchandise, all kinds of stuff coming. So
Indeedly do, there, buckaroo.
be paying attention to that. And
Are you guys excited about that as I am? Because I
am.
am excited.
I'm excited
about that.
I'm excited.
Truly. What else you got?
Sean got married on Wednesday.
I know, that's because he's cool. That's cool, people. Got to stick together.
Did you have to try? Did you have to haul the transmission?
I had to pay him $5 to say that.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be the only one.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It's married life is a hard life.
It's a
I always
hard
say
life.
it's the hardest job you'll ever have.
Is it though?
It is. I think it is.
I treat it as like a job that you want it because you want your paycheck, so you try to do the least amount of work possible just to not get fired.
Well, that's the guy side of it.
Oh, so that's the same for everybody then?
Not for the women. You better figure out that if you're going to last 30 years.
That's okay. She's not listening today. I hope she's not.
Yeah,
really
she
hope
probably
she's not
is.
listening.
Dottie, call him out.
Don't watch the show.
There you go. There you go.
No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
I'm
but
kidding.
back to cars.
It is an amazing job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been great.
Back to cars. What do we do? Do we want to go over some comments about what we talked
What
about?
do you guys got?
I think we've got some.
We said we were going to freestyle this.
Tim, he has a 2023 BMW, so I'm sure his is extremely luxurious on that side. SL63 MG does have a great interior. Oh, you already mentioned that one. So we need the Panamera versus the RS6. Yes, thank you.
Oh, is that
thank you.
that the day sleep a dot? Is that Dottie?
I don't know what you're
It's
talking
gotta
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
There you go. I know who that is. There you go. You heard him, Dottie.
You know, here you go. Here's a good comment. With more performance, you may get less luxury and vice versa. A car with more luxury, you might get less performance.
Of course you are, because
Stephen
in
Miller
order to
said
get
that. So it's like you either basically get a more performance oriented or luxury oriented. There's usually not one car that does both.
Sure.
I can buy that. I can buy that.
Yeah, well, we can break it down.
Because luxury can go far out, not just a matter of how the seats are made and what the dash looks like.
It's weight.
It's how good it rides.
That's right.
Because
It's
when
weight.
you drive an S class,
Yep.
that's when you're getting into Bentleys and all that stuff.
Yep.
As long as you're not the hardcore like Bentley Continental GTs
Yeah,
or something
yeah.
like that. But it's like Rolls Royces, they're designed just to roll smooth.
Of course.
They're
Yeah,
quiet.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
just
yeah.
they waft you around. That
Right.
is a luxury ride. Now, I believe a car can have a luxury feel without that luxury ride, of course, which I
Right.
think that's where we're getting into the performance side of Audi and then, of course, Porsche cars.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're not even referring to the ride as much as we are just on the seats, the
The
feel
comfort,
the feel of it,
the interior comfort, the small little nuances in a car
Yeah,
that
you're gonna lose.
that just stand out.
You're gonna lose.
Okay, well, we'll decide that.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll decide that. You ain't gonna decide shit.
You're already in trouble. Dottie's already taking
yeah.
notes. So you're screwed. My wife's not even on, so I'm doing great.
You're Chris Harris. Do you know who Chris Harris is?
No,
We've had him on the show before.
has he?
No,
No.
not really. He's
Let's move on.
He's an infamous
Stalker.
car person. Yeah, he's British. He's been on Top Gear.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, he's a British guy. He's a journalist. He's a car
I
journalist.
like it.
He does a lot of stuff. Anyways,
I like it.
He said he was a quote from Mark from Ohio. Who said that Chris Harris said the R8 and Huracan are the same car, but the R8 is just better. So that's pretty much what we say.
That's
isn't it?
right. Isn't that how we
But
call it?
I mean, I agree that 100% that it is that on the performance end and the mechanical side of it, but they do still have a completely different interior.
Yep.
Completely different interior.
Let's get into some basics.
Basics. I thought we were talking basics. Isn't Porsche and Audi basics?
Let's talk about American side of things.
Oh.
While we have,
Don't you have other announcements?
That's it.
Nothing?
Nope.
Nothing else?
No, I thought my 30th year being married is.
That's
a big
no.
announcement.
I didn't say a big announcement. We already had a big announcement.
Right,
We have other
right,
announcements,
right.
like smaller sub announcements.
We do. Rigs and Roast, the next Rigs and Roast. What are we planning? What's our idea? We don't have it locked in stone, but
No.
what's our idea?
So we possibly got a couple different ones going on here. We got maybe another little get together in the morning.
we're going bigger.
A little Rigs and Roast Cars
Bigger.
coffee, possible. Well, I mean, we're going to have another one of those at some point, but we have a different location we're going to be doing it
That's
next
right.
time. We can talk about that location here next time. But
Next Thursday.
We need to go a weekend get together, a camp out with that.
Yep. Who would be open to if
Uh-huh.
we had private property to go just do an overnight camping. Don't care what you have. Bring a tent, whatever it is. Love to
at
see
this point,
the
it doesn't matter.
overlanding stuff. That'd be great.
That's kind of the star of the show. We'll
But
do that.
a Saturday night, Sunday morning, afternoon, just do that whole 36 hours.
Something that's
call
not
it that way.
too far away.
Right.
But yet we're out in a nice secluded area.
We can go fishing, camp out, campfires, do all that stuff. Who'd
Yep.
be open for that? Do we have any Lambo Stratus?
Do we have any 911s with
Right.
safari
Lift
package on
kits.
them?
Yeah, lift
any,
kits,
Any Dakar
everything.
versions that can
Yeah,
join with us?
anything like that? That'd be great.
Any lifted Audis?
Yeah. I think that's where I'm leaning to. I'd love to see that because I'm going to get my Jeep back in a week and a half.
Okay, then we need to go.
There you go.
What works best for everybody? I'd say September.
I think so. Where it's not mosquito ridden.
Shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too bad in
Yeah,
September. We'll try to do a weekend in September.
September.
We'll have to figure
Early
out all the dates
October.
of all what are the stuff that's going on.
Yeah.
And we'll get that, and we'll try to keep everybody updated here
Yep.
within the next week or two. How about that?
Yeah, and rigs and roasts is a big thing we're going to be pushing.
Yep.
To be honest.
I really think it's a cool deal. Is it the high end performance cars that you see on rallies?
No.
But here's the thing: there was a vehicle on one of the rallies that we went on that actually goes to rigs and roasts because they had
That's right.
a Ford Raptor.
You're talking a Raptor.
Yeah, and he was on the rally.
Yeah.
Kicked butt on the rally too.
Yeah, he did.
But
he
I
was
mean-
a showstopper when he crawled up the rocks on the
yeah.
dam.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I
why
don't
stop
care.
there, right?
Yeah, exactly. No,
it
but
kinda
it
kept
was
going.
great.
So there's a bit of a crossover there.
Yeah.
But really think it's a pretty cool, different kind of thing because
Yeah.
you'll go to something like these expos I've been to, or just go to let's say we had an event.
Yeah.
Let's say there could be 1,000 Overlanders show up, and not one of those cars or vehicles would remotely have the same
No,
setup.
no.
They'd be all different.
No.
Totally different.
No. And you know what?
Never
We go to multiple shows in a month, right? We just do. And it's normally, and we love our local people, but it's how do you do something different, right? Keep your enthusiasm up around the car scene.
Yep.
It's great seeing the same people, but every time gets redundant a little bit, right?
Well, when it comes in the video side of things, because that's what we do,
Right.
we're kind of making the same video over and over again. So
Yeah.
we're going to do a few
Yeah.
things. And once we go to some of these shows, we're not going to still not go to these shows just because we think it's the
Of
same
course
cars.
not. No.
We're just going to
no.
shoot something different.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
going to do some different things. We'll get together with some people and do some cool
Yeah,
stuff.
I-70 Speedway coming up September 9th.
That one's-
We've already
I'm
cleared
pretty
that
excited for
out.
that.
We're,
Yep.
we're pretty locked in with that, so we're good there, and that's going to be an amazing thing. And hopefully that's a long-term kind of project with us, but would love to do. You know, we're looking at Eureka Springs. We're looking at all kinds of different groups. Big shout out to the Audi Club, of course.
You had to throw the Audi club in there. You had to throw the Audi side in there, didn't you?
Of course. Oh, where's the Porsche Club at?
Okay, so maybe
me see where they're at.
maybe we don't hang out with them that much. That's not the point.
You're a delegated
That's not the
Audi owner.
I have hung out with the Porsche Club guys. They are some pretty cool guys.
Yeah, they
There's always something going on. I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
don't have a lot of time to go to one club.
Yeah,
But we do a lot of things with the Audi Club because they do a lot of things that we do.
that's true.
So, well, that you have an Audi.
Yep. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something to do with the K1 kart track area
At least
and figure out if we can do a league. So if you're interested, you can drive a kart very well. We might form a league.
I know a guy.
Yeah, so do I.
I know,
Wonder who that guy is.
I know a guy. I know a guy that was like a. Well, I know a guy that's actually not too bad at what he does there, but I know a guy who actually competed in kart.
Yeah. Yep. Well, I tell you what,
Just
we're
All right.
we've been going on.
I say we're about time to sign out. What do
Yep.
you think for the night? Okay,
I
thank
agree.
you, thank everybody guys for joining. It was amazing having everybody on and listen to us bicker about what we like and don't like about each other's stuff.
Yeah, well, you lost. I think you lost.
I don't think so.
That's right.
I think everybody wants to see us compare and you lose.
Going on and on.
So that's just how that works on that. However, thanks again to our sponsors. We Are Warriors, Richline Motorsports, Timely Delivery Service. We got Kids and Cars. we got Mod Squad, and of course our newest to the list. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing.
Thank you.
I think we're gonna go out.
We only have 2 more opportunities to get in at our price, and then everything goes up. So only 2 more sponsors we can take at this level,
Okay.
which guarantees you $500, gets you covered for a year. Then it's going up here in the next month.
You hear that, everybody?
Our cost of
Where did they have to go?
our cost of everything. CravingCarsLive.com. That's our
CravingCarsLive.com.
hub to get you into everywhere you go.
right.
I know you're watching on YouTube, but go to CravingCarsLive.com. Gives you the back end of everything that we do.
Has links to our Instagram as well.
That's
am I not
right.
mistaken? Our
Yep.
Facebook, and obviously links to fulfill for sponsorship.
That's right.
So
That's
there
right.
you go. And we're going to be going to Uncorked here shortly before too long, and we'll show you a little bit more about Uncorked and get a little video.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
So it'd be a lot
yeah,
of
that'd
fun.
be nice.
A lot of fun.
I appreciate everybody online.
Yep,
honestly.
absolutely. And of course to our sponsors because you guys are amazing.
Yep.
To Dottie and of course to Tamron. Once again, congratulations to 30
Thank
years,
you.
man.
There you go.
That is amazing.
It
But
is.
with that saying our last words, let's sign out for the evening. I
you
am
go.
Corey Pratt.
I'm Chris Ruck.
And to remember all you cravers out there,
Keep craving!